All right, good morning. I've been like trying to do this video, so let me fix my shade here. Super bright. Okay, I've been trying to make this tutorial or get it started this morning for like 30 minutes, but my husband has been around, which is weird. Usually he gets up and takes off for the day, but he was here and then he thought that it was imperative that he took a leaf blower and blew away every trace of snow, which is like the tiniest trace of snow, away from every surface on our house and our driveway, and it was loud. So now that he's gone, no promises that he's not coming back to do something else or ask me something obnoxious, because he usually does that when I do tutorials, or he walks in his underwear or something else. So I think he's gone. I'm not sure. Anyways, this, as promised, is the tutorial for the like faux hawk, pull through, braid, updo, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to show you that today. This is like day 5 hair. So there's product, there's all kind of texture in it, and it actually works better on dirtier hair. So what a perfect day, huh? Okay, the first thing you need to do, if your hair is, a little bit snarly, just take a brush and brush through the ends. But I try to keep, a lot of the product and like back combing that I've had throughout the week, I try to keep that in the top. So you can do that too. Then you want to pick a section through the top to start this. And it's really customizable. It's going to be up to you. You can keep a part in it. You can, do it straight back. You can tease it if you want it to be a lot, have a lot more volume and be really super punk rockish, if you want to wear it this big, you can. I'm not going to, but you can. And then you just need like a handful of elastics, just the tiny little ones so that they're really thin and they hide well. You don't want, I would go with clear, but I'm going to use color for the demonstration so you can see them. But you don't want anything too thick because you're going to try and hide these afterwards. So grabbing this first section, I'm not going to use perfect partings. Most of the time I use my fingers unless there's too much back combing in it already. Then I use a comb. But you want to secure this pony in the front. And you don't want to wrap it too incredibly tight. So like 3 times. And then I'm not going to really detail it out now, but I do like it kind of messier and bumpy. See? Not perfect, right? But nice and tight towards the base, like at the roots right here. You don't want to have your ponytail way down on the ends. You want to have it really close to the roots. Then you're going to take this pony and you're going to clip it just out of your way. Just clipped. Then taking your neck section, you can do this look. Sorry, I'm at that point in pregnancy where it's like breathing is hard. So if I'm like trying to catch my breath, it's because I can't breathe just existing. Anyways, so the next section, you can really take as much or as little as you want. You could do this whole look in 3 ponytails, or you can do it in 15 ponytails. But the more ponytails you do, the more it's going to look like a traditional braid. In fact, if you did like 20 ponytails in this, it's going to almost look like a fishtail braid because it's going to be a lot of fine pieces. I'm going to keep mine a little chunkier because I'm going to probably do it in, 5 or 6. But I'm going to just part this off with my fingers. Like a section right there. And then about the same size over here. And I'm just going to kind of, again, try to keep the texture in it. And just kind of finger comb through it. And then I'm going to use another elastic. And securing it in the middle so that obviously your faux hawk goes down the center of your head. You want to wear it off to one side, you do you. Okay, so securing it, I might just loosen it a little, but here's where it comes in. Taking your clip out, you're going to split this pony in half. See that? Split it in half. Bring your second ponytail through the middle and clip that out of your way. Okay, then these 2 are the splits from the first. You're going to take them back and you're gonna start for your next section. Now I always leave like a little bit in front of my ear, totally up to you. So same thing, you know, taking your fingers or your comb and parting all the way back to the center. And then you got your pony. Now make sure those two that you split in the middle are included this time. And then just finger comb through it. And you're going to put that pony in. Okay. So you can kind of loosen it as you go if you want. Now I have one ponytail. Here's the one I had clipped forward. Now, the one I clipped forward, I'm going to split in half. And I'm going to bring my new ponytail through the middle. And clip it. So, I still have my halves around each side. Okay? Going back, one more section. Same thing. I'm going to try and turn around here. And I'm kind of just going by feel. Making sure I include those two halves. Putting that pony in. And then unclip the front. Split it in half. Bring this one up the middle. Clipping it out of the way. I'm going to do two more. Can you see that? Okay. So, one here. Splitting it in half. Unclipping. Okay. Now, when I get to this next section, oops, sorry, I'm going to split this one in half. Bringing the new pony up. Okay, now this is the remaining hair here. Now this is where it's going to depend on how long your hair is. So my hair is really not long enough. I'll give you the options. My hair is kind of short for this. If my hair was super long, I would continue it and just like actually kind of angle it towards one side, and I would continue it and wear like a longer side pony with it, or wear it straight down in the back. I'll show you how that looks. Or you can finish it in like a messy bun, which is kind of what I'm going to do today. So now that you have, whoops, I'm going to unclip this one. Now that you have this, and you're bringing this one down, you're going to split it in half, bring the new pony through, and same thing, just secure these. Now, okay, so you would keep finishing that. Like if you had, see, I'm gonna start getting these tails from my layers being too short. But if my hair was another 6 inches long, you would just keep repeating that process of pulling the new ponytail up the center and the two around and keep ponytailing it. I'm just going to finish it. So it's gonna look like a, I mean, you could wear it in like a little rock star pony too, if you could kind of tease it and spike it. It's so, you can do whatever you want with it. But if it was long, that's what I would do. I would keep finishing it, okay? But since it's not, I'm just gonna finish it. Now, what you wanna go do is start from the top, and you're just gonna kind of pull it as big as you want it in the front. And don't worry if you like get some little spikes or some little random hairs, like you can always use bobby pins at the end and push those back in. But then you're gonna start pulling on these and making these as big as you want them. So pulling on the edges of the two, you know, sides that you split. And I like to kind of, you know, these edges, just kind of give them a little more texture to kind of hide the part lines. And this is where clear ponytails would be ideal. But you can hide it still. Can't see what I'm doing, so we're gonna guess. So same thing all the way down. Okay, let me grab a mirror so I can check what it looks like. Okay, so, I mean, there's a couple little spikes here, but I'm gonna pin it up anyways. So, once you get, and you can see when you distress it like that, it really hides those ponies a lot better. And then you can kind of flat iron these. But then, I mean, I would simply take this and just tuck it and take a few pins. Kind of try and tuck those tails in. And then take a peek. Mine are gonna come up. My hair is at this really weird length for this because it's not quite long enough to do the side down pony, and it's not quite short enough to be a bun, like a tiny cute little bun. It's got quite a bit of hair to pack into that little area. So I'm gonna kind of leave it messier and spikier. Oh, I got this new hairspray too. If you haven't tried it, Living Proof's Full Dry Volume Blast. I really like it. I've only been playing with it for a few weeks, but so far I really like it. Okay, so this is kind of what you got going on. Actually super quick, fun, and like I said, totally customizable. If you want to wear it like in a long rope braid, keep doing that, or in a messy bun, or if you have like finer hair and you can rock like a super spiky ponytail in the back, that's cute too. But super easy and no braiding required, and it makes it look like my hair is super thick. So give it a try. If you do it, send me a picture. I want to see how you did. All right, thanks guys.